Legal stuff, legal stuff. Happy Halloween!
Welcome, foolish mortals. It's Halloween time again, people. Even if it doesn't really feel like it. Yeah, 2020 may have put a damper on things. Even though I really never cared for Halloween horror events. Not because I get easily scared, which I'm not. I really don't. If you show me a jump scare now, I won't flinch. But the main reason was because loud noises, flashing lights, and well, that's pretty much it. Those will cause me to go into, like, panic mode. Yeah, this is why I kind of like Not So Scary at Magic Kingdom more. It's not because of the free candy, which I never really eat all of anyway. Although, no joke, when we went there in 2018, we literally didn't need to buy Halloween candy that year. Anyway, even though those IRL things have been closed down this year, there's still some things we can do at home. More specifically, sit at home and watch great Disney Halloween movies. And by great, I mean just Disney Halloween movies in general, because a lot of these are not that great. Yeah, sort of like The Great Pumpkin, the Santa Claus has more publicity. And it kind of hurts me to mention The Great Pumpkin this year. One more reasons to hate a fruit company. So I figured, why not talk about my picks for the top 6 Disney-made Halloween movies and specials. See what's missing there compared to my Christmas special last year? Yeah, not a lot of these are the greatest. Which is, wow, so technically it's going to go from, it's bad but somewhat watchable to actually watchable. And also, why 6 you may ask? Well, if you add another 6, and another 6, you get 18! What?
Come on, join in. The Halloween party's about to begin.
Don't you make no dark spirits come out while I'm sitting there. Wait till I leave before the dark spirits come out.
The Haunted Mansion.
The Haunted Mansion is a 2003 movie based on the iconic half-century-old attraction at Disneyland, Disney World, and Tokyo Disneyland, and slightly Phantom Manor over at Disneyland Paris, which, in my opinion, gets one up from ours for one reason, and that's this.
Where hinges creak in doorless chambers, where strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls.
Seriously, Vincent Price is the perfect ghost host. The film is about the Evers family spending a weekend in the Haunted Mansion in order to sell it in the future. But they come to surprise that the mansion has 999 happy haunts. The reason why this film's low on this list, yeah, it's bad. Really bad. This was literally during the time of the really crappy Eddie Murphy movies. Why, you may ask? Well, it's because of this. Is it weird that I was burning my skin a little? But I do gotta give this movie some praise. It was thoughtfully set. There was a lot of references to the ride. And I gotta say, the Terrence Stamp is probably the most perfect casting from Master Ramsey. But aside from Zod, there was a lot wrong with this. Like I said, Eddie Murphy because of the thing I just threw to the ground. Jennifer Tilly is not a good Leota. And I'm sorry, Wallace Shaw is a great actor. But when you take the most iconic line from the intro of the ride,
of course, there's always my way,
and do this to it,
well, there's always, my way.
Well, screw it, roll the damn clip.
Oh, I'm going for fearsome here, but I just don't feel it.
Also, the ending when all 999 happy haunts go to heaven. What? They like haunting the mansion. It's us humans that are uneasy about it. Did you not see the freaking shaking man in the end of the ride? Or are you too distracted by Jack Skellington? I thought the mansion overlay was not happening this year. I mean, seriously, the fact that the ghosts are happy are literally in the lyrics of Grim Green Ghosts. They're the ones that come out to socialize after all. But there's also another reason why it's low on this list. It's actually getting a remake soon. Just not the Guillermo del Toro one we were all hoping for. Damn. There was also an anime special that was planned at one point, but we'll get to that in another video.
Come on, join in. The Halloween party's about to begin.
I couldn't find a trailer or promo for this, so this was the best I could do. I'm sorry.
This movie is based on the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror ride over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Although back at the time it was still Disney MGM, but we're calling it Disney's Hollywood Studios now to avoid confusion with the younger Disney fans who are probably watching this. Seriously, did you not see the warning at the beginning of the episode? The film's about a journalist played by Steve Guttenberg and his helpers played by Nia Peoples and Kirsten Dunst, fresh off of Jumanji, I might add, as they investigate a 1939 mystery involving 5 guests who mysteriously vanished on Halloween night. Again, this film's low on this list because it's kind of dumb. Plus, it doesn't help whenever I hear the name Steve Guttenberg, my brain immediately goes to this. That movie's literally connected to this. I'm not making that up. Although I'm not gonna lie, I kinda do feel sorry for Steve Guttenberg. Also, Ian Ziering in a way, but he's got that show on Netflix now, so. This movie was basically adding more to the story of the attraction, minus one key detail. As we all know, the attraction at Disney World is more like a giant walk-in episode of The Twilight Zone. Even though it originally wasn't supposed to be a Twilight Zone ride. But the movie has no mention of the Twilight Zone at all, mainly due to legal reasons. Because guess what? And surprise, surprise, Disney actually doesn't own the Twilight Zone. They also don't own Nintendo, but I already made myself look like an ass for that. The owners of the Twilight Zone are these guys. I mean, Disney could have aired it on CBS to avoid that issue, but this was 1997, literally 2 months after I was born, but I don't remember it airing, so back to the point. This was 1997. They already owned ABC for a few years, so yeah, they couldn't really do a Twilight Zone movie on ABC when the company that makes Twilight Zone is not the same as the one that owns ABC. Obviously, you know what I'm trying to get at here. If they did it before the ABC buyout, they could have gotten away with it. But unfortunately, it was too late. Also, to get this joke out of the way.
The new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. The new Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
I had to, okay?
Come on, join in. The Halloween party's about to begin.
This isn't a dream then. You're all really out there.
The Day of the Dead does take place around Halloween. I had to check. So it kind of counts for this list. For those who don't know, Coco is about young musician Miguel, who despite his family's wishes, wants to pursue music. He dreams of becoming a famous musician like his idol Ernesto del Cruz. Desperate to prove his talent, Miguel finds himself in the land of the dead. After meeting Hector, who turned out to be his great-great-grandfather, oops, spoiler alert, for a 3-year-old movie, to embark on an extraordinary journey to discover his family history. Coco is one of those movies I, for the life of me, cannot find a reason to nitpick. Well, technically there is one reason. It's one of those films that claims to have an all-Hispanic cast, but then this guy says otherwise. But then again, it's kind of hard to do a Pixar movie without John Ratzenberger. The guy's kind of the Stan Lee of the Pixar world. The songs are amazing. The worlds in this movie are so beautifully animated. And of course, the story is tear-jerking. But then again, it's Pixar. You're kinda half expecting a film to make you cry at one point. Well, Ralph Wiggum said it best.
Your eyes need diapers.
But let's be honest, heavily emotional scenes is Pixar's bread and butter. Although, speaking of The Simpsons...
Come on, join in. The Halloween party's about to begin.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Simpsons are now a Disney property, so this counts for this list. Every season, it's to be expected that they do a Simpsons Halloween special. It's kind of a staple at this point. Sometimes it airs before Halloween, sometimes it airs after. This year is after, because baseball. These episodes usually tend to spoof on pop culture and horror movies in general, but mostly pop culture because they've done skits on Avatar. The only scary thing about that movie is the headaches you get from watching it on a 3D screen. But that does not mean I hate these. I freaking love these specials. They're fun every year. Granted, there were a few that were just dumb, and some that were just way too messed up. I mean, for crying out loud, there was one where Homer literally ate himself. I repeat, Homer literally ate himself. It's disgusting, I know. It also doesn't help that sketch did not age well due to the fact that the guest star was a chef that got Me Too'd. But still, if you ever want to watch some Simpsons episodes during Halloween, I do recommend And if you want to know what my personal favorite one, Jurassic World 3. I don't know why, but I just love the Frogurt joke.
But it comes with a free Frogurt.
That's good.
The Frogurt is also cursed.
That's bad.
But you get your choice of topping.
That's good.
The toppings contain potassium benzoate. That's bad.
Come on, join in. The Halloween party's about to begin.
Cromwell's family's vastly strange powers.
Powers? What powers?
It's Disney Channel's original movie, Halloween Town.
Halloween Town is a series of Disney Channel films mainly about a teenage girl named Marnie Piper, played by Kimberly J. Brown, and her siblings Dylan and Sophie, who traveled to Halloween Town after they found out that their grandmother, played by W. Reynolds, was a witch. And they come from a long line of witches. In fact, they're witches themselves! Well, witches/warlocks. I know last year when Disney released that, I don't remember how long video of them showing everything that was going to show up on Disney Plus at launch, and they couldn't help but mock the fact that they made 4 of these. But come on, these are fun Halloween movies. The first 3, number 4 was garbage. Seriously, number 4 for some reason decided to recast Marnie Piper from Kimberly J. Brown to the girl from Aquamarine. I had to Google other things Sarah Paxton has been in. But I really love these movies, but that's probably because I'm a Gen Z or Zoomer or whatever the heck we're being called right now. I put it aside on this list because of nostalgia, but they're still fun movies. The sets are amazing, the characters are awesome, except for one, which is Dylan, because even as a kid I hate him, and as an adult I hate him more because he is such a typical whiny nerd mansplainer. Now before we get into number 1, how about we talk about this quick little honorable mention.
From the imagination of Tim Burton comes The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Let me explain. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It is easily one of my favorite Tim Burton movies of all time. Even though Tim Burton didn't really direct it. But it is his story, so it does count as a Tim Burton movie. It is one of my favorite stop-motion films of all time. Hell, right now, I'm wearing freaking Nightmare Before Christmas sleep pants that I had to get fixed for this video. Well, actually, I've been meaning to fix them for a while. What? I'm not getting rid of good sleep pants. Besides, these heads glow in the dark. But the reason why it's an honorable mention is the problem lies within the title. More specifically, the last word in the title. Yeah, around this time every year, this film kind of sparks a weird debate. Some people like to claim it's a Halloween movie, some people like to claim it's a Christmas movie. That's where the debate comes in. People can't decide if it's a Halloween or Christmas movie. I, on the other hand, or in this case, the other foot, I guess, like to consider this both. I like to consider Nightmare Before Christmas my weird Road to El Dorado meme. So yeah, for that reason, I had to make Nightmare Before Christmas an honorable mention. You're still gonna boo at me, aren't you? Oh, Internet, you never cease to amaze me. Anyway, now on to number 1. Mom, I know you're watching this, and I already know for a fact you're gonna agree with me on this.
Come on, join in. The Halloween party's about to begin.
Walt Disney Pictures presents Bette Midler.
Hello.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Would thou dance with me?
And Kathy Najimy. Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, if you know me too well, you should have known that Hocus Pocus was gonna be number 1 to begin with. Oh, weirdly enough, I tend to quote this movie whenever I can.
Go to hell.
Oh, I've been there, thank you. I found it quite lovely. See what I mean? Although Hello's gotten a lot better since Charlie opened up her hotel. I'm gonna be completely honest, this is probably my most controversial pick out of all these. Which is weird, because I mentioned Haunted Mansion and Tower of Terror. Why am I calling it my most controversial pick? Well, there's a few reasons. Apparently this film has a weird negative discourse amongst some Disney fans. The film has its defenders and its haters, and I am one of the defenders. But I do kind of get where the haters come from. Like, there are parts of the movie that makes me ask, what? Because it's mainly the ending. They have the book, they have the cauldron, they have children running around. Why on earth would you want to spend all that time getting your revenge on Danny, Max, and Allison? And also, the sun doesn't come up that early in the middle of fall. More specifically, in New England, it doesn't come up that early in the middle of fall. I live in Connecticut, which is in New England. I know what I'm talking about. Or maybe I don't. I don't really get before 9 anymore. But here's how I view this movie. This is one of the most fun movies I have ever watched. It's easily the most fun movie you could watch on Halloween. Despite its flaws, it's one of those movies that's actually one of those kind of comfort films in a way. Take this for example. You had a crappy day. Whether it's just crappy in general, you had a crappy day at school, you had a crappy day at work. All you want to do is just go home, put your comfy clothes on, and then slap Hocus Pocus on Disney Plus, and all of a sudden, all your worries just go away. That's how I do it. Except I'm more a crappy day in general, because I don't go to school anymore. Basically, this movie is one of those films where the bad mood just goes away. But that's just my opinion. We all have opinions. I'm not calling my opinion the right opinion, it's just my opinion. And I'm not telling you your opinion of the film is wrong. We all have opinions. Opinions is like a digestive system. We all have them. Hopefully. I honestly don't want to know if you don't have one. But like I said, it's a fun movie. And because of Freeform 31 Nights of Halloween every year airing this film, they actually gain a cult following from it. In fact, Disney has been capitalizing on it as much as possible. If you told me like a decade ago there was going to be tons of Hocus Pocus merch, I probably won't believe you. But now, since I've actually seen Hocus Pocus costumes, shirts, mugs, cookie dough, a green Oreo milkshake in the stores, yeah, I can kind of understand where it's coming from now. But 10 years ago, though, I would just been more confused while you're talking to 13-year-old Xander. And because of its cult status, the film has finally gotten a sequel coming to Disney Plus. And most of the original cast is set to return. There was actually talks of a remake a few years ago, but since there's not a sequel coming out, I think it's safe to assume the remake's been scrapped. Yeah, the remake was scrapped, not just because of fan demand, which was probably part of it. They managed to tick off the one person you had to be really, 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 really stupid to tick off.
You pigs!
Oh no! Bette Midler!
Long story short, don't ever mess with Bette Midler. But tell me what you guys think. What is your favorite Disney Halloween movie or short? And by the way, yes, I'm gonna admit right now, I did manage to forget some. Ichabod Crane, Mr. Toad, Toy Story Terror, something there on Freeform 31 Nights of Halloween that they don't really own because Disney does not make the Addams Family movies. But anyway, tell me what your favorite is in the comments below, or on Twitter, Instagram, @XanderTheBoss. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.
Hey everybody, sorry this episode came out a little too late, but hey, on the bright side, I got it out before Halloween, which is a plus. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video, I really do appreciate it. A quick thing before I close this video out. There's not going to be an episode next month, but instead there'll be 2 Xander Talks Over, Xander Talks Disney videos. It's because I'm going to spend November basically working on all my December videos, and I know last year I said that while getting the Christmas episode out literally days before Christmas, but in my defense, last year we had to deal with all that COPPA drama. I highly doubt that's going to happen again. Knock on wood. I hope you heard the knocking. That's pretty much about it for this little outro. So, see you guys in December with the new Xander Talks Disney, but you'll hear me again next month with Xander Talks Over, Xander Talks Disney. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Right? Okay, good.
Whew. Finally got it all done. Now do the one thing I meant to do in October. Must watch Hocus Pocus. Must watch Hocus Pocus.
I put a spell on you, sister!